What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tekken. So, this is kind of a little thing I was thinking about doing, where I'll be just sort of doing like little, almost lessons, I guess, of how to
the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
and we're gonna start with Hwoarang here. We'll just do Alright, so this stage I just picked is, the reason I picked it is because it's an infinite stage, which means there's no walls and there's no barriers to kind of mess you up. It's a great first practice type of thing. So yeah, so if you've never played Tekken before, this is the 7th installment. Well, technically, this is like the 10th, something like that. But in the mainline series, this is the 7th. And Hwoarang here, this guy with the blue hair, he doesn't normally have blue hair. He normally looks like he does on the back corner there. Has been here since the 3rd one, way back on the PlayStation 1. So that's kind of cool, and he's very different to what he used to be. I mean, if you look, most of his moves, a lot of his moves are basically untouched, but that's fine because he's actually a relatively difficult character to learn, which is why not a ton of people play him. Even though he's actually not a bad player, a bad character. I mean, so we're gonna go to the very, very, very basics of Tekken. Okay, so if you're playing it on like a controller, which most people usually are, I'm actually playing it on like a fight stick type of thing. I'm playing it on my keyboard because I don't have a controller that will actually work with the computer that I'm using. But it thinks I'm using an Xbox controller for some reason. So if you're playing on Xbox or PS4, I'm basically going to be talking to you guys because most people play this game on console. And if you're playing with a fight stick, you most likely don't need to be watching this video. So the way that this game works is you can't use your joystick, your analog stick. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't, because then you really can't get proper angles in for certain attacks. So the best way to play is with the D-pad on your controller, right? So you have very precise movements, you know. You double tap, you can double tap left to like strafe left, and then double tap right to like strafe right, or if you're on the other side, then it's flipped. If you double tap down, you'll do a sidestep into the screen, and then if you double tap up, you'll do a sidestep away from the screen. You can duck and jump just by going down and up. If you want to block while your opponent is, say, attacking you, you just hold back and you'll sort of walk backward. But if your opponent is attacking you, you won't walk backwards and you'll just block. However, when you're blocking like this, you do leave your entire bottom half to kind of be hit. So you have to kind of be careful you want to be able to dodge, right? So you're thinking this is a fighting game. How do you fight? You have 4 buttons. And they control each limb of the character you're using. So if you're playing on Xbox, it's X and Y control your left and your right fist, right? So X is left, Y is right. And then A is your left leg, and then B is your right leg. And if you're on PS4, square, triangle, X, circle. There you go. And so if you input in a certain direction on the D-pad while you're doing an attack, you'll do a different attack, right? So you have lots of different attacks that you can do. So like you can do quick little combos like that. You know, that one is a little bit confusing. Okay. So the way that most Tekken players will say what buttons they're hitting, just to make it a little bit easier. This button, which is your left arm is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So they're numbers. So your left arm is 1, right arm is 2, left leg is 3, and then right leg is 4. Okay? And so if you do, so I'm going to say it like a normal Tekken player. If you go back 3 and then down back 4, so left 3, bang. So what I just did there was a little bit of an easier combo to do. right? It's for whatever reason I didn't do that attack. That's weird. What the heck? Okay, well it's being stupid. I don't know why it's not. Okay, so this combo that I'm doing right now is something I sort of came up with myself. It's kind of half-baked right now. I don't really have a good ending for it. But the way that it works is it's pretty simple once you get used to it. So I'm going to say it like a normal Tekken player would say it. It's back 3, running 4, down back 4, and then running 4 again. And then if you want to come up with an ending, something kind of like that, but while they're falling. Okay, and so what I basically just said was I hit back on my left stick, or my left D-pad, hit A, okay, so I hit left, and then my bottom A, or my X, I guess, my A or X, then I double tap right on my D-pad, and I hit B, or circle, if you're on PlayStation. Then that combo that I just did there is a little bit harder to do, just for the sake of it's that instead of running, you just press it once, and then you go down, back, and then you press A, basically. So this one is actually considerably harder than the other one that I was doing this thing. I can get it to work. That thing. That type of deal. So you also have, that's like your basic combo system. And if you want to, you can also just button mash, because that always works, as you can see. You also have your you have throws, which are a little bit different. Like if you play Smash Brothers, you know a throw is you literally grab and you throw somebody. However, in this game, it's an actual attack, and it's super easy to do throws. And they also cannot be blocked while you're blocking like this. All you have to do is press, if you're on Xbox, you press X and A. And if you're on PS4, you press square and X. You can also do, what was it? Whatever buttons these are. I forget what buttons they are. It's Y and B on Xbox, and then triangle and circle on PS4. And those are just quick little damage-doing attacks. They don't require any other buttons other than the buttons you do to hit the throw, to do the throw. And then you can, if you hit a proper throw, you can easily, combo off that. Bang. What you want to do is you want to have attacks that go up, because your attacks do way more damage in the air. Most people don't know that, but your attacks will do just slightly more damage if you're in the air. Not a ton, but enough that it is noticeable. So like, here's this kick, right? It did a pretty good amount of damage, but now here's this kick in the air. But here's that combo, okay? Notice how those punches don't do a ton of damage, right? But this one that I do in the air did way more damage. And these ones do way more damage as well. So you're going to want to kind of maintain control of the air as well. Because you can, Hwoarang has this, which is up and forward, and then the 2 kicks. But 3 times. Like this. Bang, bang. So it's, if you're on Xbox, it's up, right, and then ABA. But if you're on PS4, it's up, right, X, circle, X. Yeah. So you have your, you know, this is kind of like a, I'm gonna make these kind of really short series. I've kind of had to do these. So this is like the very basic of basic plus me talking because I didn't have a script for this video at all. I'm just kind of playing and play, but I'm also recording it. I really like it. So that's kind of the very, very basics of how to play Hwoarang specifically, because this series is going to start with him. It might branch out to other characters eventually. We'll see. So yeah, so this is part 1. This is going to be a series. I might figure something out with it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, see you next video.